Welcome to Gardens and Palms, where you will see garden tours and botanical garden visits, as well as plant description videos and palms and tropical videos. Hey everyone, it's Kevin with Gardens and Palms. We're going to do a backyard July garden tour. You're going to notice some of the plants are really drought stressed. Seems like no matter how much you water them, it's never enough, and you barely just keep them alive as opposed to getting good rains. But anyways, let's go ahead and have a look here at some things. Here's my arbor, and the Carolina jasmine is really starting to climb it now. That's a yellow blooming evergreen vine. It's a spring bloomer and a very fragrant bloom. Here's a look at a little tropical section of my yard. Gingers and elephant ears and other things. Here's my emerald green arborvitae. And you can see the white crepe myrtle is blooming. I believe that's an Acoma variety. It was here when we purchased the house. I just moved it as a smaller plant. There's a carex there, the striped plant on the right. And a Camellia sasanqua behind the crepe myrtle. This bright green plant here is called a Florida Sunshine Elysium. Then we got a little bloom here on the Shasta daisy. To the right of the Elysium is an elephant ear, that's Colocasia mojito. Got some striped cannas there beyond it. This is a Wilma Goldcrest cypress. I believe it's a dwarf variety. It doesn't get real big. I don't know, 6 to 8, 10 feet tall. It's very lemony fragrance. Here's a Mexican petunia blooming here. And to the left of it is a stargazer lily and purple cone flowers. Another thing too with these, with the blooms going through these droughts, the blooms don't last near as long as they would. And you can see obviously the purple cone flowers were discolored, dried out. Look at my magnolia back here in the backyard, evergreen southern magnolia. I am excited to see this little lime punch starting to show a little bit of pink color, and I really wasn't sure if I was going to see much in my hotter climate or not, but I'm going to be following it and seeing how that goes as we get further into summer and into early fall. Got some cannas to the right here and a huge lantana bush that I've had for years. It acts as a perennial dieback. Trim it back every year, and it grows to about the size of a small Volkswagen, really, from nothing, just the roots. But pollinators really love it. Here's a butterfly bush here, doing really well. Pollinators love this as well, and obviously the butterflies and stuff. Got a new gladiola bloom here, just opening. It's kind of a peachy, rosy color with yellowish in the center. Here's some bees on a salvia here. And here's my little lime nandina. Kind of a mix of a perennial and shrub border here. Got the this is speedwell there, Veronica blooming, and I got the woodland phlox back there blooming. Down below this here is vinca. I don't plant these. They re-sow or reseed every year, and they come up. I haven't planted vincas in years, and they just come up in these spots where I've had them previously. Here's a new grass here. You can see the tag. I think it'll make a nice addition in this spot. Here's some more stargazer lilies. Looking a little dry, but beautiful flowers nonetheless. This here's my calicarpa or American beautyberry. These flowers will eventually turn into the berries, the purple berries that you see on these in fall. The birds and wildlife eat them. Moving down from that, we've got some ginger lilies and some daylilies and purple hearts and my cold hardy bananas. You can hear the bees and everything buzzing around these calicarpa blooms. Further down, I've got some Dusty Miller there at the bottom, underneath this loquat. Got a sitting area over here. Daylilies blooming. This is a Coreopsis American Dream variety. It's got a very small bloom size compared to your standard yellow Coreopsis, but I do like the color. Over here across the other side, I have a windmill palm. Underplanted it is purple hearts. Not sure if you know that or not, but you can break off a piece of this purple heart and stick it in the ground or in dirt, and it will root in time. Obviously, you'll need to keep it watered. Here's a look at what may be my Sable Louisiana. Not sure on that. It was supposed to have been a Sable Brazoria, but really huge looking palm. Looks good. There's my Cuba japonica and a Brunner below it. This is my Sable Palmetto. I think it's finally come out of the winter funk it was in. It's finally producing some fronds in the middle and everything. Starting to look pretty good. There's the Costa Palmate leaf. Typical of a Sable Palmetto. Here's a new sedge I planted. This is Moon Falls. I love that. Carex. And a look at my Limelight hydrangeas. One of them, I have 3. They're blooming good. Here's a look at my largest windmill palm. This is my favorite part of the yard here, the windmill palm and the water pond and all the plants around this area here, as well as the swing underneath the deck. It's kind of my oasis. This is a little island bed. I've got a Bigfoot Clara here and another Wilma Goldcrest cypress. There's an Osmanthus fragrans there. And I've got some perennials such as cannas and ginger lilies around the pond. I am loving this agapanthus here. I hope it'll do well for me in the years to come. Here's a euphorbia here. Kind of a cool looking variegated look. And my sago back here, my smaller one, is finally pushing out a flush, so I was thrilled to see that. Callow lilies, yellow ones. Purple fountain grass. May or may not prove hardy in my area. Gonna find out. I've heard some people have success, but others don't. Pineapple lily here is yet to bloom for us. It's a new plant. And some more purple hearts. Some rough looking elephant ears and some calla lilies that seem like no matter how much we water them, it's not enough. Having a little issue with algae and the heat and lack of rain, I guess, for my pond. It's not looking the greatest, but I'm working on that. Here's my purple magic crepe myrtle. It's really about finished blooming. These are the vincas here that just come up every year under here. Here's my sago palm, my largest one. I realized the other day that it's actually producing a pup. You'll see here a new flush, a couple of flush of fronds on the pup. Now I can and will one day dig this out and put it in a pot and let it grow up to be another plant. And here's one last look at the expanse of the yard and everything. Have a great day, everyone. Thanks for watching.